story begins when I was very young. Both my parents were, raised Episcopalian, and my mom was a choir director, and my dad was on vestry, and we were all acolytes, and we participated in all the major functions and fairs. Traditionally, we were the first to be at church, last to leave, very much like we are now, and our faith was developed over the course of time and in spurts, because as a child, growing up in the faith, you went to church because your parents told you. But in the 20s, you kind of like back away from the church and you say, what's in it for me, until you realize what you're missing. And then, the Lord calls you back, which is what happened to me. And we, over the course of time, we went looking for a parish, and Muriel and I, we found this church. We just bought our house on Tiffany Road, and we said, what parish should we go to? Because Muriel was Catholic, and me being an Episcopalian, she had to, take new vows and everything, and we got married here. But we actually parked in front of the church one night on a rainy night and said, here's the Episcopal church, why don't we give it a try? And that was when Diane was rector, and we had gone through all the Bishop Johnson situation where he committed suicide, and we were greeted by a whole bunch of people. George Van Buskirk was one of them. The entire vestry, when we first walked in the door, we had people take us around and give us a grand tour of the memorial garden in the basement, the parish hall, and made us feel like we actually, even though we didn't know a soul, knew people here. And over the course of time, I'm privileged on All Saints Day. To be able to say that a lot of my friends who are no longer here, I'm glad to be able to speak for. And they know who they are. They are, the Georges and the Betty Reardons and the Mabel Stevens and the John Browns and, my friend Rose. And coming in here, it gave us the opportunity to focus and offer our talents to the church, not only financially, but what we could do best. And I'm grateful to all of you for all your contributions to the people of Brockton through me that allowed me to go out there and do God's work. And I have found that over the course of time, the people in here in the parish are very, very big givers. But we're all changing. We're giving in a way that is different than when I first came here. We're giving not in a way that you would take out of your wallet and put in a plate or whatever, but you're giving your time, but in different ways. When I came here, we were more of a family because we had dine at nines. We would go to different people's houses. They would come to my house. I would go to your house, and we became friends. And now we all know each other, but we're all acquaintances, and we need to have that bond come back. And for that, the church, I think, is in want, but that for me is a very important facet for the church to be able to offer family. And not only outreach is extremely important because it's important to all of us. I know it's important more to give than to receive. As an example for me personally, Muriel and I just came back from vacation a few weeks ago, and we took the grand tour. We went all the way up through, we saw Mount Rushmore, we saw Yellowstone, we went to the Albuquerque Balloon Festival, and on our way back, we got in an automobile accident in Abilene, and they totaled my car. And we were in the middle of 40 miles from nowhere, which is what they call Abilene, because the nearest place is, I think, there's nowhere other than Abilene where you're out there. I feel that because of my faith in the people at the hotel where we were, they, while Muriel was in the hospital for 4 days with broken ribs and punctured lung and all kinds of things, the hotel paid my bills. They gave me a room free for 4 days. They fed me, they gave me their phone, they paid my taxi to go to the hospital, they did everything. It feels to me that what we gave, we got back. And what we need to do is consider the church not just a commitment, but an investment. Because if we don't give, we don't get. And that is what I want to make my point for Commitment Sunday. If you don't give, you don't get. And you may get it in ways that you may never figure out. You may totally surprise you. But if you're not here, you can't share. And I long for the opportunity for that family to come back to this church and not just be acquaintances, but friends.
Thank you.